So hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, but basically today I'm going to be sharing my 7 tips to losing weight. But I really sat down and thought about it and wrote down things that I actually did and saw results with, because I can easily sit here and say drink water, eat healthy, work out, sleep, you know, the typical, and obviously those things are all true. But the tips that I have are things that, like I said, I actually did and actually saw results. So I started my journey into health, I guess, 3 years ago, when I was really unhappy with my weight, and I decided I wanted to, you know, make a change that was gonna last for the rest of my life. So anyways, it did take me 3 years to, I feel like I'm finally at a weight where I'm happy. I'm still trying to aim for better. Always, you should always aim for better, even if you're at your goal weight. Just make new goals. But basically it took me a while to get to this point though, and I kind of learned these tricks as I was going, so that's why it took so long. For sure, if I knew all of this from the get-go, it would have been a lot quicker. So yeah, if you follow all of these, you can honestly reach your goal weight. I want to say if you're strict and if you're good with it, you can start seeing results in a couple months. I'm not joking. But yeah, I did have my ups and downs, so even if you fall off track, keep on going, you got this. But anyways, so my first tip is to keep track. So this can be with photos, constantly taking photos every month, every week, and seeing how you're changing, how your body looks, how you feel. Just because you change so much, but you see yourself every day, so I feel like it's hard to see change in yourself. But I feel like it gets unmotivating when you're working so hard, you're working out, you're eating good, and then you just feel the same every single day, but you don't realize within even a month you've actually changed dramatically. You just aren't keeping track. So definitely take pictures. There's a bunch of apps out there where you can download and have a little password to all your pictures to keep them private if you don't really want anyone to go on your phone and see that. But also keeping track with a calendar. So I basically have a whiteboard little calendar with all the little spots to put each month, and you just write down numbers and whatever. Anyways, in that I will simply just put a smiley face on the days that I eat good and I felt good that day, and then I will put a sad face on days that were maybe I ate really bad food, ate way too much, didn't really do that much exercise, just days that I'm not completely happy with how I was. I will put a sad face, and I'll just do this throughout the whole month. And then basically at the end of the month, because you may feel you had such a terrible month, oh my god, I had cake, I went out so many times and whatever, but then if you really look at the whole month, and if 80% of the time you have smiley faces, it kind of tells you you know what, I'm actually doing good. Yeah, I had 3 cheat days in a row that week, and you know, 2 cheat days here and whatever, but all around the whole month you ate good, you did good, and you felt good. Then that's just motivating you to do even better. Or vice versa, if you go back at the end of the month and you look at your calendar and you see a lot of sad faces, it's maybe okay, I need to get my shit together and switch this around, get more happy faces up there. So that's the easy way to do it too. But yeah, keep track. Next step is to drink water, and I didn't realize how important this was. Back 3-4 years ago, I mean, I would go to bed and be wow, did I even have a glass of water today? And I'd be no. And now I literally have water right by my side at all times. The reason you should be drinking a lot of water is because it actually boosts your metabolism to have water flowing all throughout the day, cleanses your body obviously of toxins, acts as a appetite suppressant, which you may have heard before. People say oh, you're maybe not hungry, you're actually thirsty, you should drink. It's true. So many times I'll just wake up starving. If you just wake up so hungry, and I'll just have a big glass of water. Obviously I have intentions to eat that day, but I mean it actually fills my stomach in a way that I don't feel as hungry. And then so let's say I would have made a ginormous breakfast or a ginormous meal, if this happens throughout the day, when it's really you kind of only needed half of that, you just needed to drink water as well. And it actually stops the body from retaining water weight. So you may feel bloated and whatever, but it's not fat, it's just water weight, and your body is retaining that water because you're not drinking enough water. But if you drink enough water and your body can just naturally hold the water that it needs and let go of the water that it doesn't need, you would not get that water retention that makes you feel bigger when it's just water. It's not even fat. So once you lose that water weight, you can lose couple extra pounds that you didn't even try for literally just by drinking water. Like no exercise, not eating good, nothing, just drinking water is gonna help you so much. Tips on drinking more water though, because I know it's easier said than done for a lot of people out there. The one thing for me would be to like get cute glasses and like cute cups. Like for example, this Starbucks one, I love it. It's like large, it's nice, and I really enjoy drinking out of a straw. And so if it weren't for this, I probably would not drink as much water as I do, because as soon as this is empty, I refill it again, and I can go through like 4 or 5 of these easily in a day, just because like I like it and I like to carry it around. So like that's just, like just literally aesthetic, like it's cute, and it like motivates you to like want to fill it and want to use what you just spent $20 on. Like these things aren't cheap too, so it's like you get it and you're like, I gotta use this. So that's a tip. Also, eat more water dense foods if it's hard for you to actually drink water, you don't like drinking water, because I know a lot of people like just genuinely don't like drinking water. Weird, but what I'll do is like on a like beautiful summer morning, I'll like go sit outside and I will literally cut a whole watermelon and I'll just eat that, and I will feel so full. Like that's literally my breakfast, like a whole watermelon. But I think like each bite of watermelon is like 93% water, so you're getting so much water by doing that, and like you're eating, and I'm sure everyone loves watermelon, but like there's so many other things out there that are like very water dense foods that's gonna help you get that extra water while eating, if that makes sense. So yeah, on mornings that I do that, I actually feel like very quenched, very good for like the rest of the day. Like I will keep drinking water, but I mean, yeah, watermelon tip. And then the other one is to like put fruits and vegetables in your water, like infuse your water. If you don't like just like the taste of water, if you want like, you know, like a lemon water or strawberry lemon water, that's really good. Or like strawberry mint water or cucumber, like it just like gives your water a taste, a little boost. It's cute. So yeah, those are like little tips for drinking water. I thought I'd mention that. Tip number 3 is to drink a detox tea after you eat a really bad meal. So I have tried like Skinny Mint, Life Tea, like the ones that you order, get shipped to your house and whatever, and those are good. The ingredients aren't terrible. They're actually like decent ingredients, but the one thing that they both had was senna leaves, which is a natural laxative, so it makes you shit, which is fine. Like pooping is good, it's healthy, it's normal, you should, but I prefer teas that don't have senna leaves. So I have 2 recommendations right here. The first one that I use more is this one by Mighty Leaf. Looks like this. It's just called Organic Detox Infusion. All organic ingredients, and it actually tastes like good. Like I actually enjoy it. But yeah, so this one like tastes fine. It's super relaxing, like before bed I'll just like drink this. But yeah, so let's say you're out with your friends, you're having a few drinks, a few nachos, you get home late, you're not feeling good, like just take the time, make a little detox tea, go to bed after drinking that, and then you wake up in the morning, it'll like cleanse your body and you just feel like refreshed. The other one I like is Organic Weightless by Traditional Medicinals, woman's tea. So it's dandelion and hibiscus, and this one's really good too. It actually tastes good. It gets rid of water weight as well. But yeah, I'll have this and I'll like wake up with like the flattest little tummy. It's great. But yeah, detox tea after having like a really bad meal. I wouldn't have these like all the time. The ingredients are amazing for you, but you shouldn't rely on this. Like I'm not saying go eat like shit and then have a detox tea and your life's great. Like no, it's just every once in a while, like you go to bed just like feeling gross, you had a lot of bad food, like I said, have a tea, go to bed, new person. Okay, tip number 4 is to actually weight train. I used to think that cardio helped you lose weight and weight training helped you gain weight. Like that was just what I had in my brain when I first got into like working out and going to the gym, which is true. Like if you do cardio, like yes, you're gonna lose weight, but you actually can burn so many more calories weight training, and that's honestly what like saved me. I would just go for runs, and obviously it's good for your endurance, everything. I'm not bashing cardio. So many people out there bashing cardio right now. I actually love cardio. I think it's amazing for your heart, for your health and all that, but I will say that what helped me personally lose weight, I'm not going to sit here and say I did cardio because that's not what helped me. That's actually what took me so long to lose weight, because I was just focused on doing that. Once I introduced like heavy weight training, that's really when I saw the pounds like fall off my body, literally. And then it came to a point where I actually started to gain weight but look smaller, because you're training muscle and you're getting rid of fat, so you're becoming leaner and smaller. But if you do weigh yourself, you will be heavier. But that's just because muscle weighs more than fat. Most people know this, but yeah. So yeah, weight training actually is really good, will help you lose weight. It worked for me, honestly. Tip number 5 is to eat plant-based. So this could be hard for a lot of people out there, so I'm not saying, you know, like cut meat and dairy and eggs out of your life completely. Like that may be hard, especially if you're living at home, if you're younger and your parents buy groceries, whatever. But just try to eat mainly plant-based. If you've seen my Why I'm Vegan video, you saw that going vegan really did help me with losing weight. It was honestly amazing, because on this diet, it's hard to call it a diet because it really is just a lifestyle of like eating plant-based. You don't have to restrict yourself, and that's what I find hard with like diets and whatever, is like restricting yourself to little meals and whatever it is. But with plant-based, you can eat as much as you want and you will lose weight, and you'll get so many more minerals and vitamins with a diet like that. So yeah, eat plant-based as much as you can. You can look up quick like plant-based recipes and just get inspired to make better foods. But yeah, diet-wise, I think plant-based is the best for health in general, but especially for weight loss. Tip number 6 is to replace bad foods with like healthier options. I've never been one to restrict myself. Like, okay, starting tomorrow, no more bread, no more sugar, no more chocolate, like no more nothing, and just like restricting that and be like, I want to lose weight, that's it. I can't do that. If you can do that, kudos to you. Like, I'm personally someone who cannot do that. If I do that, I will actually end up binging and eating way more of that bad thing, because I'm gonna crave it and I'm gonna want it, and I can't just have a little bit, I'm gonna have a lot, because that's just how my brain works. So I don't restrict anything. Like, for example, I love bread. Like, I can eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner, like incorporate it with other foods. Like, I could eat bread all day long, love bread. But squishy, warm, white, like homemade bread isn't the best for you, usually because it is, you know, filled with like sugar, or even if you get like Dempster's like white bread, like that's just like honestly toxic. Like, don't put that in your body. But I do enjoy like a homemade like white bread. But with trying to lose weight, that will not help. I'm not trying to say bread's bad, because bread's not really like that bad. It's just like the sugar and the things inside of it. But I've replaced my bread with this bread. Yeah, I bought this 3 days ago and it's almost empty. Like, that's how much bread I eat. But it's from the Honest Wellness brand. I'm just gonna show you. You can see they have other options as well. This is just the only one I've ever tried. Yeah, so I will still have avocado toast, like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, any type of sandwiches. I'll have bread with like vegetables. Like, I will eat bread whenever I want. It's just I've replaced it with a healthier option, and I still get that like, you know, like squishy bread like satisfaction. And in this bread is amazing. You get so many vitamins and minerals. In 2 slices you get 9 grams of protein. So like, take that in, 2 slices of like avocado toast. There's obviously protein in like the avocados and the other things you use, but just then like over 10 grams of protein for like 2 pieces of toast. Like, that's actually like a little bit insane. There's hardly any fat. So in 2 slices, 2.5 grams of fat, so that's nothing. There's 0 grams of sugar. Like, there's no sugar at all healthy, I want to say organic ingredients, mainly organic ingredients. But yeah, just a really good option. I make grilled cheese with this. Like, I still make all the things that I crave with bread, but just with healthier bread. Another example could be like, if you really like chips. Like, I am very much like a salty, savory person over sweet. Like, I'll take chips over cake any day. But instead of having like a whole bag of chips, which is full of a bunch of like terrible things, processed stuff, I don't even want to know what's inside, like Doritos and all that, I will like switch it for like homemade popcorn and just put like my own like Himalayan pink salt on top, so it's like a little bit salty. And just have that as a snack. Like, obviously popcorn isn't like super healthy for you, but it's way healthier than like the other option. So you see what I mean? Like, just replace instead of restrict. Another one could be if you really like chocolate. I'm not really a chocolate person, but I do crave it sometimes. But like, if you crave chocolate and if you tell yourself you're gonna quit chocolate, I know people who are like addicted to chocolate, honestly, and that's not really gonna go over well. But an option could be making like chocolate covered strawberries, because honestly, like the layer of chocolate that's around that strawberry is like nothing compared to the whole strawberry you're eating. So that is another healthier option. You're gonna get the same like chocolate satisfaction out of eating it, and you're eating fruit, so life hack. But yeah, so just think more of replacing instead of restricting and like cutting things, because cutting things is so much harder, and I feel like doesn't work for most people, because you cut things and then you just end up going back and eating way more of it than you would have in the first place. So it kind of like defeats the purpose of dieting, I find personally. So personally, what I did to lose weight was I just like replace things with healthier options. The last tip, I'm definitely including this just because without this tip, like the other 6 that I just mentioned, like throw them out the window. You don't need them. They're not going to help you if you don't follow this step. And I feel like only those who are truly serious about losing weight and loving themselves will take this tip seriously. I feel like it takes a very dedicated, motivated person to do this, because when people mention this, it does sound very cheesy and you think like, oh, that doesn't really work, but this is very much a real thing. And if you do your own research and you look into it, it's actually a little bit crazy. But the last tip is to love yourself and love what you look like now, and really accept yourself and be able to, you know, tell yourself you're beautiful and all that, because the power of the mind is not a joke, fam. Law of attraction is literally a thing. Like, you can think yourself into your own reality. And so if you're sitting there thinking, I'm so fat, I'm so ugly, I'm so worthless, whatever it is, like all these negative opinions, I'm sorry, honey bun, but like that's going to be your life. That is going to be who you are. Be able to look yourself in the mirror right now and be like, I love myself, I'm beautiful, I'm thin. As long as you believe what you're saying and you're putting that positivity out into the universe, you're gonna get that back. It's literally the law of attraction, like it's gonna happen. Yeah, all these tips obviously helped me, they work, but you really just need to believe in yourself, stay dedicated, and put positive energy out there. You're gonna get it back 100%. But if you follow all these steps and then you continue to like sit there, look in the mirror and hate yourself, you're not gonna get a positive outcome out of doing that. It's literally impossible. But yeah, those are all my tips and tricks. There's obviously many more things that I can say that have helped people lose weight, but those things are not things that like I did. Like, I can sit there and tell you to drink lemon water every single morning or do this or specific things, but I didn't do that. So I don't want to sit here, even though I know it does help people lose weight, I'm not going to preach something that I didn't actually see results from. So all of these things that I just mentioned, like I said, I have seen results. Yeah, it took me like 3 years, but I think that's because it was more of a learning experience as I was going, and it did take longer. But yeah, if I knew all these from the get-go and I dedicated myself to it, I would have hit my goal way sooner. But everyone is at different levels of their lives at different times. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you want more like maybe specific meal plan workout videos, let me know. I can share like more specifically what I do, but this is just the base I find to losing weight, hitting your goals, being healthier in general. That's everything. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.